At Hard Rock, you mentioned possibly racing all of your summer races, Zagama, Hard Rock, CRZ Now, and UTMB in the same pair of normal shoes. Did you end up doing that in the end?
Yeah. Like that was the like on my training shoes. I have done like 1,300K. So then like my racing shoes, like I had like now 500K with these races and then a couple of Norwegian races, and I'm very happy. Like I want to, yeah. I think we need to use less gear and we need to make gear that lasts longer. And for me, it was a test to do it. Like, okay, I want shoes that they perform for long, and yeah, I'm super happy. Like it was part of like, yeah, I'm almost more proud of that than like the results of the race. Yeah.
You have a shoe that has succeeded in balancing lightweight and performance, and for at least for you, durability.
Yeah, like of course durability, it depends the weight you are and how you run, but try to also study that with different persons and weights. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm happy that it's like, yeah, I can run. I have one pair of shoes for racing. I don't have like one pair of shoes for long and for short and for like beginning of the season and end of the season, but just like keep it simple. One pair for training, or like maybe two pairs for training during all the year,
Yeah,
and then one pair for racing. That's yeah,
and
I like simple things. Yeah.
and you did announce the shoe at UTMB. What's the model name? And just maybe a little bit about it. I don't want to go too deep. You've
Yeah.
given so much of your time.
Yeah. No, the shoe, it's called Shirak. That it's a mountain here in Norway. And then it's the goal it was that to make a lightweight shoe that it's performing well on on running in the mountains. And then like you run short or a BK or a long, it's running in the mountains. And then so we wanted to have a shoe that had like durability as the first thing, being performant. So like we work a lot with the materials, both in the upper, in the sole that
Yeah,
then
so it's like a Matrix
want to be
upper
robust,
and a Vibram
and a bit
Mega Grip
base.
light
Yeah,
base on the outsole.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the what it makes a lot of the durability is also the midsole. So we are working with a material that it keeps like the cushioning, and it keeps the reactivity for long. Like as I mentioned, like I think for me after 800 kilometers, I started to feel that it was a bit less reactive, but I could like be using on very good training sessions up to 1,300K, and then I could use just for like normal training and easy.
Yeah.
But that was the goal. Like that, this material we studied a lot for that. So that's the goal. And then like a comfortable shoe, a bit wider than some racing shoes, and just comfortable, so you can do ultras and you can like train every day. That is, don't feel like racing like a very hard, like that your feet will be uncomfortable, but a shoe that you can like spend like train every day with it. And then the other thing that it was complicated, or that it was to make a design that is simple. So if something is worn, that it's easy to replace. Like if you have a lot of different pieces in a shoe and something is broken or something is worn, then it's very complicated to either to recycle, or because then you need to disassemble, or to replace. And we wanted to make, okay, we work a lot with the materials, we work a lot with the shape of the materials, but we keep it simple. So at the end of life, it's easy to disassemble for recycling, or if you need to replace one part, it's easy to do it.
Yeah, it seemed like if I remember correctly, it's more or less a one piece upper. Well, there's the
It's
tongue.
one
Sorry.
piece, like
Yeah.
it's the tongue and then the laces, but not many pieces.
Yeah.
And then like the separation between upper and midsole and sole, like it's very clear. It's one full sole, which it's easier to replace it, and it gives the durability. And so yeah, I try to keep it as simple as possible to make a performance shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, because that does keep it light. I think, what is it, 190 grams for a size 41.
Yeah.
So like a 42 will be about 200 grams more or less.
Grams in 42. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've put a lot of miles in these shoes. Those two pairs. What has worn the most of those two pairs you've used? Where are you seeing degradation after that?
Yeah. The upper is just new. Like the upper is like, and I have been climbing and putting on cracks and things, and it's just like new. The midsole, it gets worn a bit like on the sides, but that don't affect like the performance. But after, as I mentioned, like after for me 800 kilometers, it started to lose. Like for racing, I would use the shoe for 800 Ks.
So
Like I
500
mean, like
miles. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, 500 miles. Like I knew that the shoe is as good as new. Like I will have the same reactivity, I will have the same cushioning, and after that, like it's still like very good, like for quick trainings and that, and up to yeah, was what I mentioned, 1300. So that's like the midsole durability on my case. And then the sole, it's I have not worn the sole. Like of course the crampons like get smaller, but after 1300 kilometers, for me it was like still like more flat, but it still had some
Still
crampons. And
usable. You're running on technical terrain in
yeah,
Norway. Like,
and it was is so I would say probably the midsole is what it disappears first, and then the sole it's it goes disappearing, but because it's a full sole, like it don't gets broken or destroyed,
yeah,
then
nothing peels
it's easy to
off.
glue another one.
No
Yeah,
delamination.
not delamination and not that. So then it's when it's two small crampons, then it's very easy to just like put another sole.
Yeah. So I got a chance to run in a little bit over in Chamonix, and one thing that really impressed me, a lot of brands that are using super foams talk about
Yeah.
how extremely bouncy they are, which for me isn't necessarily the best thing on, especially on trails. Whereas your super foam, it has a little bit of like rebound, like, but not a lot. How did you tune that?
Yeah. That was it's yeah, that was kind of the goal, like to have like very good cushioning. So if you go with the heel or if you go in the mid for like that, you feel like that it's a good cushion, but that it's very stable on trails. So it means that it's not like just soft. And I think it was just like studying a lot the different super forms, like what are them, and trying different ones until we find the best material for what we wanted to do.
And those will be available. I think they're available for pre-order now, but available like shipping hopefully in October.
Yeah, like it will be in the fall, like in couple of weeks, like in the stores here in the US, in Europe, and of course in the normal.com.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to try them in person. Thank you very much, Kilian, and
Thanks.
take care.